Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm so excited. I'm going to just start by saying I'm going to try to talk really slow because I'm really excited. Um, so, first of all, I have some notes here so that I don't get off track because I kind of rabbit trail. I'm really good at that. But I just want to thank everybody for taking the time to listen and just kind of hear me out on the things that I've been learning. I'm just so excited to share what I have discovered and what I am learning. And a lot of you that know me know that I love to research and I love to help people. And so this amazing journey I'm on has kind of thrown those two things into one, and I'm just so excited to share just a little bit about what's going on. And I will just kind of share a little bit in a minute. But first of all, I want to introduce my friend Bridget. Bridget and I met at Multnomah. I think we probably talked like 3 or 4 times ever at college, but you know, I remember watching and seeing her from afar and just really respecting Bridget's faith, and then we've just kind of gotten to know each other through Facebook long term. Oh my goodness. And it's just been such an amazing blessing. So just kind of a really quick little blurb. Bridget is a homeschooling mom of 4 beautiful ginger babies. They're so cute. She's a Coast Guard wife, and she loves Jesus and has become an amazing health advocate. So Bridget, if you could just tell us a little bit about kind of how you came to learn about Plexus and maybe just a little bit about that.
Oh, it's so good to be here. Oh, you're such a natural. Just made me feel so comfortable. I mean, everybody who knows Christina feels loved. You just feel loved. You do. You just are like, oh, you love me. What a blessing. Okay, so, oh boy, you know, when you are in your teens and in your 20s and maybe you're feeling pretty good, this was me, my teens and 20s, and people tell you, oh, you know, just wait till you hit your mid-30s, Bridget, you know, after more kids, whatever else. And I was always like, you know what? No problem. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about, because I was actually raised in a really healthy family as a child. We're talking like prunes for dessert, you know, at night, like no sugar. My mom was pretty awesome in that way. And, you know, I did end up having allergies. I had some ear infections on a lot of antibiotics as a child, but my teens, my 20s were amazing. But sure enough, age 36, 37, 38 came. And it was after the birth of our 4th child. I had dealt with some baby blues, but then I noticed he was like 3 years old, and I was still feeling so hopeless and just always so overwhelmed. And the sweet family physicians I went to kept saying, well, you're a busy mom and you're homeschooling. Like, maybe you shouldn't homeschool. And my husband and I would pray every night. He would lay his hands on me and ask the Lord to give me strength, you know, to give me healing and just answers of these root issues. So I had been on a probiotic that was $69.95 a month for like 12 or 13 years, thinking that I was, you know, taking care of my gut health. It was important to me. But again, 36, 37, 38, bad news, really bad hormonal issues, definitely constipation, itchy cracked skin all over my hands, and I was working out. I was eating well. Could not figure this out. My friend Corey, and you know what happens with friends? Friends share what they love, and they share what you think you might like too. So my friend Corey, homeschooling, darling mama who loves the Lord, 5 kids, we're very like-minded. She came and she just shared Plexus with me. I had seen her on Facebook, and I said, Corey, what are you doing? You need to let me know. What's going on? What did you find? And she said, Bridget, I would love to see you get on this for 6 months to a year. You need the TriPlex. You need these. You know, it's totally simple. I would love to see you do it. I really believe it's going to balance and heal your body from the inside out. And she told me a little bit more. And so my husband and I prayed about it. We looked into things. We loved what we saw. We put everything else aside, like all of our other natural supplements. That's just what we decided to do. Not everybody does that. And we just went for it. 6 months was kind of our minimum. And by month 3, constipation was totally dealt with. All like the brain fog, the exhaustion, the hopelessness that I was having every morning waking up, it was lifted. My hands actually cleared up from the eczema within a month, which is very unheard of with skin issues. They can be stubborn, right? But the list goes on and on. It's been a miracle. And so I started kind of sharing right away. I asked my parents, I said, do you want to join me? My mom had an autoimmune issue and she did. Some other friends did. And it's just continued from there. I love helping people and I love seeing people regain their quality of life back. That's my little story.
So thank you. Yay. So a lot of people have probably seen me on Facebook talking about my stuff and maybe have seen my blog post that I posted a few weeks back. Here I go. I'm talking really fast. I'm going to slow down. So I'm going to back up a little bit and just kind of for me, what happened was I had started to have some health issues, not anything huge. I don't have autoimmune or anything like that, but I just kind of didn't feel right. And then through the last like 5 years or so, I started to get this really nasty, itchy, flaky scalp. Like it was so gross, you guys. I'm so embarrassed. Like I had to put my hair up in a ponytail when I was cooking because every time I would turn my hair, like it would snow on our food and it was so nasty. And I was just like, oh Lord, what do I do about this? Because that is just, I know that is a sign that something's not right with my body. And then through some different things, it kind of started to go away. And then my sister was diagnosed. A lot of you guys know my sister was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. And about 2 years later, we lost her. And that was just over a year ago. I'm not going to cry. Miss her, love my big sister. Mwah, she was amazing. And I still learn from her even now, just reading back through her own blog and all of that. But you guys, I started doing some research in what I needed to do because that is a huge red mark in my medical history, and not only mine, but my children and my parents. And you know, I wanted to make sure that I was setting my body up to succeed and to be healthy. And so I started to do a lot of research. And of course, as I started to research, my scalp started getting worse again. And so that was about the time that Bridget started posting about her journey. And so I just kind of Facebook stalked her for like a year and a half. You guys, it was a year and a half. I was Facebook stalking you. I know, right? You didn't even know that, did you? A year and a half, I was just watching her and I was like, oh yeah, she's just one of those. She's just talking. Oh, I can't believe she's doing this, right? But then the more I was watching, I could see in your pictures, Bridget, I could see your body was changing. Your skin started to change. Your energy was different. Your eyes were clearer. You know, your posts were so full of life. And I mean, you're like crazy California girl to begin with, but I mean, it was like night and day. You were a different woman. I could see it. And I was like, okay, I need to just like bite my tongue and repent for being so judgmental. I'm so sorry. I never apologized to you. I'm sorry for that. But right. Yay. So I just started really looking into it and I started asking Bridget questions, and there came this like 1 week where I was so miserable. I was waking up in the middle of the night, scratching my scalp, and I would wake up in the morning with blood stains on my pillowcase because I was so miserable. And not only that, but I was dragging myself out of bed and I was taking 2 and 3 hour naps in the middle of the day and I was barely surviving. Okay. Like that's not normal. Not even with a newborn baby. That's not normal. So, and I've had 5 kids. So those of you that don't know, I know like with my first couple of kids, right? My first couple of kids, I was tired, but I wasn't that tired. Like that was over the top. So anyway, so I was like, okay, Bridget, this is it. I'm just going to do this. I talked to my husband. We did some creative budgeting. We figured out how to make it happen. And the rest, like, seriously, I'm happy to share it with anybody else, in person. It's kind of a long and detailed journey, but it's been amazing. And just the last couple of days, you guys, I've had amazing breakthrough. I feel like the Energizer Bunny. I'm like, woohoo. I was just telling Bridget earlier, I may or may not have learned how to do the Carlton dance with my 8-year-old daughter today.
That was today that you did that?
Today.
I was literally thinking maybe this is from like a couple years ago, because I'm thinking this mom of 5 and this baby who, she's teething right now. Oh my goodness, the Carlton dance. You guys have to go Google that if you don't know what it is, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to learn it too.
It's so fun. So I'm like this crazy girl. Anyway, so without further ado, because I know we could both talk about this forever and ever because it's just life-changing, you guys. I really mean that. It's not cliche, like for real. This is life-changing stuff. I'm not an advocate for things that are a gimmick. I really am skeptical about that, but I am a big believer in supplements because our food is just not full of the nutrients that it used to be. It just isn't. So without further ado, I am looking at my notes just so I don't miss anything here. I just wanted to ask, Bridget, would you mind telling us a little bit about, we're gonna talk, let me back up. We're gonna talk about the TriPlex today, and hopefully we'll do another one later on and talk about some other products that are amazing because they are life-changing as well. But we love to start people out on the TriPlex. So Bridget, could you start us out by talking a little bit about Slim?
Yes. Oh, I would love to. Yeah, Christina's right. We both started on the same exact products. It's crazy. And it's these 3. Pink drink. That's just once a day. In the morning is great. And then these 2, if you want, you can take them at night. It's so simple. We have different protocols depending upon your life, but pink drink, it comes in a package like this. There are 30 sticks inside. They look like this. You can put it into a bottle of water and shake it up. I just did this for you guys. I mean, at home, I really don't do this with a bottle of water, but this will just go like in my refrigerator for tomorrow. Or maybe I'll sip on it tonight. But you can just put this in a glass of water, stir it up, and you drink it. It's delicious. And, it's something I'd still look forward to every single day. My husband does as well. And I'm going to tell you why we drink this pink stuff. And I know somebody out there is thinking, what? Is there artificial coloring in that? How is that colored? It's colored by the root vegetable beets. And you can feel free to Google benefits of beets too. I love that Plexus does things right through and through. Okay, so basically this stuff helps with glucose metabolism. And when we say glucose, we're talking about blood sugar, right? And you might be thinking, why is that so important to me? I'm not a diabetic or I'm not hypoglycemic. Well, that's exactly what I said when my friend told me about this stuff. So basically, our blood sugars, they need to be maintained in a very narrow range, you guys, for our bodies to truly function properly. That's how God made us. When our blood sugars are balanced, we end up experiencing this sustained energy without those like highs and lows. It's natural to have highs and lows throughout our day, right? But when you're like this and you're crashing, that's not okay. You will be able to sleep better when your blood sugar is balanced. You'll end up waking up more refreshed. Your body will be able to start releasing fat from those cells. Can I hear a hallelujah and amen? And for those people too who actually struggle to gain weight or to hold on to lean muscle and weight, this is going to help with that too. That's why, it's called Plexus Slim. I know Christina feels the same way. Sometimes, we don't want to speak down about our company, but sometimes we're like, Plexus, change it to Plexus Balance because it's going to balance out your body. The brain's only source of energy is what? It's glucose. So to have clear thought, to have focus, to not have brain fog, basically, you guys, we have to have balanced blood sugars. So let me say too, when our blood sugars are balanced, guess what else follows? all of our other hormones, because insulin is our master hormone. So the body listens. When insulin is balanced, guess what else balances? Female hormones, male hormones, thyroid hormones, cortisol hormones. That's stress. And it's why when people are feeling more balanced with blood sugar balance, their mood goes like this and like this. That's the only way to explain it. I know, man, we could talk about this product all night. Beautiful, clean, non-GMO ingredients. Nothing, you will not find one chemical or anything synthetic in here. One thing I will say is that this is the new Plexus Slim, and they've added prebiotics. Prebiotics are what feeds the probiotics that we already have in our body, right? That Christina's going to share soon. She's like, don't you dare talk about Probiotic 5. That is hers. She's all over it. We want our Akkermansia levels, that is a bacteria in our gut, to be high. That's going to keep our metabolism high. I am 40 years old, you guys, and you know, people say, oh, your metabolism is going to go down. Not if we have high levels of Akkermansia bacteria in our body, and this will feed it and strengthen it by 290 times. Isn't that amazing? Oh, I'll just stop now. What, Christina? What do you hear from
No, we can go on. And it tastes good too, right? I love it. I'm like, why can I only drink 2 of them in a day? I want 3. They're so good, but only 2. No more than 2. But they're so good. I love starting my day with that. See, you weren't going to drink it, but now you're going to because you can't resist.
It is truly so. Do you get tired of it? No.
No, I look forward to it. I can't wait. So, okay, so we're gonna move on. I'm gonna talk about ProBio 5. There it is. See, it's a cute little bottle. ProBio 5. This thing, you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna look at my notes again because I don't want to get off track again. I could go on forever. Okay, so so the thing is that with a lot of probiotics, what I understood for the longest time about probiotics is that you want to feed your gut, right? You want to put good bacteria in, and that's so important. And you guys, it is. It's really, really, really super important, right? So, but the problem is that almost everybody at least in America, and I would venture to say it, at least in Japan, a lot of people in Japan too. Can't speak for other cultures, but I'm pretty familiar with Japan too. Being my amazing husband is Japanese and I live there. But a lot of people, if not majority of people, have yeast and fungal overgrowth in our gut. And oh my word, if you just Google it, oh my gosh. And the effects of yeast and fungal overgrowth in our gut and the connections that they're making, seriously, every day they're making more and more and more connections to health problems. Like almost everything in the world is connected to gut health. I'm serious. Google it. It's overwhelming. Just brace yourself because it's overwhelming. But it's not just about putting good stuff in, because if we have that yeast overgrowth and the fungal overgrowth, then we're just trying to we're bailing water out of a sinking ship, right? Our bodies are just struggling to survive. So it's not just about putting the good stuff in, which this little beauty has a lot of amazing stuff in it. 5 strains, ProBio 5 wonderful strains of probiotics. But it also has ingredients in it that go in and they kill all the bad stuff, right? Especially that one really nasty one that's fed by all the really crazy amounts of sugar, alcohol consumption, all of that. It's really that one really bad one. If you want to know the name of it, I'll tell you later. But if you want to know about it, oh my goodness, it just loves sugar. It makes us crave sugar. It makes us crave all of those things. And so you have to go in and you have to kill that. It has this nasty exoskeleton on it, like a cockroach. You guys, people in the Northwest, in the Pacific Northwest, are not as familiar with nasty cockroaches, but I can tell you, I used to find 9-centimeter cockroaches in my apartment in Japan. 9-centimeter cockroaches. I would wake up to hearing their little feet. Oh, okay. Anyway, but this, you guys, they're nasty. And this one little nasty yeast, it grows in our gut and it has the same exoskeleton as that nasty cockroach. It's so gross. Ew, I'm gonna puke. Okay, anyway, so so you have to not only put the good stuff in, but you have to try and help get rid of the bad stuff. Okay, I'm gonna look at my notes because I'm getting off. Um, so when I was looking at my probiotics for years and years and years, I knew I needed it. And then when I first started having problems with my scalp, my naturopath was telling me you really need a good probiotic. And so I went out and I did some research. You guys, they're expensive. Oh my word. The ones that I looked at that were really, that I really thought could actually do a good job, they were like somewhere in the range of 40 to 70 and even $90. $90, you guys. I can't afford that. I have 5 kids, okay? And 3 of them are boys, and boys will eat your house down. Not just break it down, they'll break it down and they'll eat it up. Like, seriously. So I can't afford that. I can't afford $70 or $90 for one supplement. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to do the best I can. I'm just going to pick up something cheap from Costco. But it didn't do anything, you guys. I can make yogurt with it, but that's about all I could do with it. I didn't feel a difference. I didn't see any change, and my scalp just kept getting worse. And my energy level didn't change. Okay, so our yeast overgrowth and our bad bacteria overgrowth, you guys, it's complicated by these. Let me look at my notes. Here we go. We have our bad diet, right? America, seriously, have you looked at the grocery store? So much processed food. And I know I am as much of a sucker for a nice big bundle of Red Robin French fries. I love my French fries. I really do. It's my guilty pleasure. And a little bit of chocolate or ice cream. Seriously, they're amazing. But you know what? Like our diet is so messed up. It's such a mess. So bad diet, alcohol and sugar consumption. I was just talking about that. Prescription drugs, you guys. Oh my word. Don't even get me started. Okay. Pesticides in our food, that's a whole nother soapbox to go on to, right? And then our inflammation and our stress, you guys, our society, we live in fight or flight constantly. Do some research on that too. Google it, look it up. The effects of fight or flight, constant stress on our bodies, it's amazing how horrible it is for us. And we don't have a way to combat it unless we're feeding our lovely gut, right? Feeding it and killing the bad stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to run down this list because some of you may not realize that some of these things are connected to poor gut health. Okay, so things like, have you ever had problems with your sinuses, like chronic problems with your sinuses? Or have you ever had, like you were mentioning, Bridget, tons of earaches, or problems with your hormones being balanced, or unstable moods? Hello, that's me. After my baby was born, my last baby, my number 5, I'm not going to say last because that'll make me cry. My number 5 baby was born. Oh my gosh, my mood and my hormones were off the charts, up and down and up and down. And my temper, oh Lord, forgive me. And then my scalp and my skin, my hands started itching and all of that. And okay, and the big word, right? Autoimmune issues. Does anyone have that? Seriously, these are all just the beginning, just the tip of the iceberg of some of the problems that come from our gut health being poor. Okay, so what sets it apart? That's one of the questions that people ask me all the time. What is different, right? What's different about ProBio 5? Here's the thing. So not only does it have the 5 different strains, the 5, I can count, this is not 5, 5 strains of wonderful probiotics, but it also has digestive enzymes, okay? So a lot of you guys may not know what that is, but there are people out there that have some really serious autoimmune issues, some very serious allergies, and their bodies have trouble digesting. They have trouble converting vitamins and things like that. And those digestive enzymes get in your gut and they really help your body to function smoothly in the way that they're supposed to. Okay, moving on. Let's see, I lost my place. Okay, so unlike most of the probiotics that are on the market, ProBio 5, this lovely little beauty here, it doesn't just feed our gut with a good bacteria, which is amazing. But then it brings in good digestive enzymes, right? Number 2. And number 3, it's killing off the nasty fungal and yeast overgrowth. So it's like, hello, and there's so much more. Oh my word, I can't even contain everything. I can't. Okay, we're running out of time really fast. Okay, so that brings us to BioCleanse. Okay, so you have the Slim that has the prebiotics and it helps to balance everything, and that's so amazing. Yes, a little wonderful little pink drink, which we really are just, it should be called Balance, but we're just going to call it Slim because that's what it's called. And then you have the ProBio 5 that goes in there and it kills off the bad stuff, and it helps to prepare it helps to prepare your gut to have this wonderful environment to receive really good stuff. Okay, and that brings us to this next little beauty, BioCleanse, this little thing. Oh my goodness. I had no idea. I was like, Bridget, I just want the probiotic. I don't need the whole thing. I just want the probiotic. So just don't even try to sell me anything. I'm not buying it. And she's like, okay, sure. Let's just keep talking. Whatever, crazy. So, but you guys, I didn't even know I needed it. I didn't even, I'm just being totally honest. I had no idea I needed this. Okay. Oh my goodness. My notes just went away. Oh, I'm panicking. Okay. Don't panic.
We are good. I know people are enjoying this. I'm enjoying this. It never gets old because this is the stuff that's changed my parents' lives, cousins' lives, neighbors. I mean, my husband, my kids. So
yeah. Okay. I found my notes.
Okay.
They're back. Okay. So the BioCleanse. So we go the Slim, we have the ProBio 5, it's killing off the bad stuff, putting in the good stuff. And so the thing that we talk about a lot, I tell people this, and it's really a nasty, and again, we're like cockroaches, and here we go. Here's another disgusting illustration, but it'll help you remember what these do, right? This stuck in my head. I read this like when I first started using the products. ProBio 5 and the Slim, they go in, it's like cleaning your toilet. Sorry, I know it's gross. I hope you're not eating. It cleans your toilet, right? But if you don't flush it out, all that nastiness just stays in there. So have you ever cleaned your toilet and not flushed? No, right? You flush it and then it looks clean and pretty. That's what we need to do with our guts. And that's what the BioCleanse does. That's what it does. It goes, well, it's not the only thing, but that's one of the really great things that it does, right? It takes all those nasty toxins, all the heavy metals, all of that, it draws it out, right, of our bodies, and then and it takes it and it flushes it out of our bodies so that our gut again is in a wonderful place to receive the nutrients that we need to thrive, not just to survive, because oh my goodness, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I felt like I was just surviving. I felt like I was going nuts. Anyhow, so and okay, here's the thing. When I first heard about BioCleanse, I heard the word cleanse, right? And it freaked me out. I have friends, you guys, and I know some of you might be them. So please don't be offended. Please don't be offended. Okay. A really good traditional cleanse has its place. I am not strong enough. I'm not brave enough to go there. I can't do it. I have 5 kids. I can't spend all day on the toilet. But I know that it has its place, and I know that people have had wonderful results. So please know that I'm not speaking against that. But what freaked me out is I was like, I can't do that. But the BioCleanse, my words, the BioCleanse is very, very gentle. Okay. It's so gentle. I was like, oh my gosh, because I needed, it's a magnesium. It's a magnesium cleanse is what it is. And it's a very gentle one at that. I have had horrible leg cramps. I had one with one of my pregnancies that lasted an hour and a half and left me sore for 3 days. So I've had to take magnesium supplements for years, but they always landed me in the bathroom, like for hours. Horrible. It affected my body horribly. So I was afraid of BioCleanse. I was terrified. I was like, no, I don't want to do this again. But you guys, it doesn't do that. It's so gentle. It's so awesome. So it doesn't mean you're going to be in the bathroom. but here's the thing. What it does do is it helps you to go the way you're supposed to. A lot of people don't know this. And I honestly, I didn't realize this. I was always told if you have one bowel movement a day, you're good, right? And granted, there are conditions out there and there are some people, everyone's bodies are totally different. So don't get me wrong. There are some people that one is more than enough. Okay. Please talk to your doctor, please. But for most of us, we should be going to the bathroom. We should have a bowel movement for every meal that we eat. So that is 2 to 3 times a day. Okay. And okay, here's another I'm really grossing. Seriously, if you're eating, I apologize. Just put your food away. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just put your food away.
Pause.
Push pause.
We're live.
So you guys, the average American has 9 to 20 pounds of fecal matter just hanging out in your body. Ugh. That is so gross. And no, I mean, you know what it is, okay? It's stinky. So you know it's not good for your body. So if that's sitting in our bodies, it's just festering and it's feeding the bad bacteria and it's feeding our illnesses and it's making us sick, okay? So we need this whole system, not just to feed it, not just to kill off the bad stuff, but to also get rid of those toxins.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I think we were going to talk about one more, but I think we're going to have to save it for next time because I'm just a little too excited. So X Factor, session 2, here we go. Session 2, we're going to talk about multivitamins and a couple other ones because I have a couple that I've fallen in love with. Okay, so really quick before we go, just really, really quick. I promise, really quick. I just want you guys to know this company. I was just telling my friend the other night. We were having actually last night. I told her I've become this accidental health advocate, right? Because I was totally skeptical. I was like, Bridget's crazy, and all these other friends. I have a couple friends I didn't even know that they were on Plexus. They're like closet Plexus eaters and drinkers. Like, oh my gosh, they're hiding. You're hiding. You know who you are. So I was like, you guys are crazy. Like, what is this silly pink drink you're talking about? This is crazy. I'm not going to spend money on this. I'm just going to try it. I'm going to give it 6 months. It's not going to do anything. But you guys, not only have the products blessed me, but the company has blessed me. It's been a blessing to our family. The community of people that are supporting each other and helping each other learn about the business and about the products is just so amazing. I know, Bridget, you say it all the time. People come for the products and they stay for the community, right? They come for the products and they stay for the people and the relationships. These people are amazing. I'm so encouraged and blessed by everyone I've encountered, really, honestly. And you know what? I just have to tell you, like, a lot of you guys don't know this, but I totally lost my train of thought. Oh my gosh, where was I going with that? So anyway, I don't know what happened. My brain just short circuited. I need my Slim.
I know. He's like, here, take it.
Anyway, but so I'm not a person that easily endorses products. I'm not a person that easily endorses a lot. I'm really careful about what I tell people about because I don't want people to be like, oh, you told me about that and it was just a fad. It was a gimmick. This is not a gimmick, you guys. It's changing lives. The only way I'm going to put myself out here like this is because I see people's lives changing. I have friends who were living in bed with their beautiful children. They had to stay in bed instead of being out and playing with their kids. And they're telling me now, after just a couple months, that they're up and they're playing and they're doing crazy, messy science experiments with their children. They're out and they're running and they're exercising for the first time in years. Like, I could go on and on. Like, I'm going to cry just thinking about it. It's amazing. And that's the thing for me. I can't endorse something and I can't work for a company that doesn't have a purpose greater than just money. It has to be about lives. That's who I am. That's how I'm made. I have to be involved in something that matters, something that's greater than myself. And you guys, I love talking with people and chatting with people. And I know Bridget does too. So I I love just helping people. So if any of you guys have any questions about the products, if you have any concerns about the products, please just seriously send me a message, send me an email, and let's chat about it, because I just know that there's so many of you out there that have been Facebook stalking me. I know you have been. I know they're doing it. You're just hiding in the corners watching. I know you are. And that's okay. Keep watching, because this is not going to be over tomorrow. This is not going to end tomorrow. Like, I see myself using this forever because I feel so good for the first time ever. It's worth every penny. It's worth every ounce of energy. And I would love, love, love to help you research how these products could help you in your own lives. And just, yeah, I want to walk you through it. I promise you, I'm not going to just go, oh, here you go, and then run off. Like, I will walk you through it. I'm like, I love it. I put my kids to bed and I'm like, yay, I get to chat with people. I get to help them. I get to, like, because it's so exciting to see people feeling better for the first time in years. Right? Bridge is like, amen.
Oh, amen. I know. I don't even need to say anything. I'm just like, what she says.
No.
That's all of it.
Right? Okay. So I don't want to take any more time. I know it's been a while. So we'll do this again. We'll talk about some other things. Maybe if you have questions, you can like post some questions in the comment. And then next time we do this, we can like address some of those specific questions. Might be a really great place to go from here. So I just want to thank you guys so much. Thank you, Bridget, for taking the time. And thank you everybody who came and watched and joined us, just for taking the time. I know you're valuable, or your time is really valuable. So I really don't take that for granted. I appreciate your time and energy. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, if you have any concerns, let's chat. So send me a message, call me, email me, stop me at church, whatever, stop me in the grocery store. I'm totally cool with that. My kids might go insane, but that's okay. We'll deal with it. That's my life with kids, right? So anyway, I just hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. And I look forward to talking with you guys, because I just know that this is going to bless some of you guys, and you may hopefully have thought of something you didn't think about before. And yeah, let's get you started on a great journey, because I know it's going to change your life. I know. Like, here's the question, right? We all ask this. What if this changes everything? Everything. Because for some of you, it really might. It really just might be that one thing that changes everything. So anyway.
Oh, Christina, this just hit me when you said that. When my friend Corey shared with me, she said, and I'm sure, Bridget, you could probably list 3 people in your life that could totally use this too. And it was literally like, as I was sitting there listening to her, I kind of stopped listening to her, and I was like, so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. So, if this is a blessing to you, feel free to pass it on to, I know that Christina, she's so great. I know she will talk to anyone, anytime. She loves to be a blessing. Alec Clark, our president, and I'm sure Christina knows this too, this is something so sweet about our company. He says, and this is just this known thing in our company that I love, he says, if you've been blessed, go be a blessing. So that's why we're here tonight, right, Christina? That was the whole point. So I hope you guys are blessed and hopeful that you have a wonderful night. And we'll do this again soon. Bye, guys.